Alright guys, I'm probably gonna say the most controversial thing you've ever heard. Being ugly is actually overpowered. Wait, now let me explain. I just keep seeing these dumbass black pill edits explaining why you need to look smash just to get some attention, and I'm here to tell you that being pretty is overrated and being ugly is the best thing for anyone. First of all, being ugly makes you funny. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a funny pretty person? Exactly. In fact, I actually looked into this, and according to a completely legitimate study conducted by the University of Trust Me Bro, attractive people are 73% less funny. Because when you're born good looking, you don't develop humor, you get confidence in the ability to pull girls effortlessly. You see, pretty people don't have humor because they don't need it. When you're born with perfect genetics, you basically get the personality equivalent of a tennis shoe. And all they gotta do is stand there and look pretty. And occasionally they throw in a terrible joke, and people will just laugh because they look like Michael B. Jordan. Pretty people can be like, why did the chicken cross the road? Give him an Oscar! Meanwhile, an ugly person can say the same joke, and suddenly everyone looks at him like he just confessed to a triple homicide. You see, when you're ugly, you have to be funny, because you go through some of the worst experiences in life. You get bullied for something you can't even change, and it gives you this horrible, unresolved trauma that will last with you till the end of your days. But in turn, you get the comedic timing of Dave Chappelle. And you know what girls like? A guy who can make them laugh. So who cares if you had to be a little traumatized to get it? Now you're always gonna be the funniest person in the room. Another reason you should enjoy being ugly is because you never have to question whether or not people actually like you for you. Think about it. If you're ugly and broke and someone still asks you to hang out, that has to be the realest thing ever. Because there is literally no other reason that they would be there. You see, pretty people, they don't get to have that peace. They constantly have to wonder, do people love me for me, or is it because I look like prime Jessica Alba? Meanwhile, ugly people just have the answer. It's because we vibe. And honestly, by being ugly, life gets a whole lot easier. You see, pretty people have to maintain that and keep it up. They gotta do skincare routines, wake up at 5 a.m. to work out, eat salads. Like bruh, imagine waking up and you have to eat something that looks like what a farm animal eats. If what I'm eating looks like it could be fed to a goat, I'm going back to bed. Ugly people? Nah. That ain't on my to-do list. You think I'm doing a 12-step skincare routine? Nah, the only skincare routine I got is using a bar of Irish Spring and some water. And if the soap falls to the floor, I'm still gonna use it because that bacteria is basically just free probiotics. But the greatest thing about being ugly is that rejection doesn't even hurt. You see, pretty people get rejected and suddenly their whole world falls apart. They start journaling. They start posting song quotes on Instagram. They listen to Drake at 3 a.m. and talk about, you live and you learn. But ugly people, we were forged from the flames of rejection. Man, I remember this one time I asked a girl out of middle school and she laughed so hard that milk came out of her nose. And then she posted it on her Snap story. Ever since then, I've been immune to rejection. That was true character building. Once you've been publicly humiliated in the 7th grade, you are untouchable. So the next time y'all see some black pill edit talking about how your life is over because you don't look like Jason Momoa, just remember, at least you don't have to worry about whether or not people actually love you for you. And honestly, if life is gonna be hard anyway, you might as well be hilarious while it happens.